K from Beaxy.
Hey guys. So my name is Kelechi Osuji, or K for short. First and foremost, thanks for having me here. Thanks for organizing this, Brian, and Crypto Couple for filming everything. You guys are awesome. So basically, I'm an administrator from Beaxy and representative. Beaxy is a new upcoming exchange coming out of Chicago. But before I get too much into that, who the hell am I? So I'm a trader just like you guys. I have 1 million exchange accounts, maybe you guys too. So I got into Bitcoin a few years ago when I was going to Sac State. I graduated right over here. I didn't realize the technology at the time, what it was capable of. I got some faucet tokens and pretty much forgot about that. Forgot the private key, lost that. It wasn't worth anything. Fast forward a few years, get into a few more things, start trading some more. Everything started to click with me when I was in Japan. I was using CoinCheck, this other exchange that actually got hacked a few years ago, and sending things between the network, and everything clicked with me. This is digital finance first and foremost. So what we're providing here is a brand new exchange. Being a trader myself, I was frustrated with a lot of things out there. Who has more than 5 exchange accounts? Exactly. I'm pretty sure I have over 15. And something that's lacking, there's something lacking in all of them. So what brought me to Beaxy? I got involved in this in early 2018. We're a brand new exchange. We decided to take this business route because in terms of ICOs or token sales, or exchanges are a hot item. If you've seen Binance, they're explosive in their market cap right now. But at the same time, all these exchanges out there are still offering subpar tools, stability, service, and experience across the board. So what do I mean by that? Subpar tools. If you go to traditional exchanges, Bloomberg, NASDAQ, all these other places, they have way more order types, they're way faster. Pretty much a lot of exchanges are kind of amateurish, so to speak. In terms of stability, the order matching engine, some of them are prone to crashing in some of these exchanges. Service, don't even get me started on service about other exchanges. I believe in early 2018 when Circle bought out Poloniex, they're doing a volume in billions, right? They're making millions of dollars, but their customer support team was less than 10 people. This is something that we want to change. So what do we do differently here? So Beaxy is a brand new exchange that's partnered with One Market Data for the order matching engine. So if anyone's heard of One Market Data, they're a legacy fintech provider for places like Bloomberg, Scottrade, Alpha Simplex, Credit Suisse. They're huge. They've been around for a really long time. When I was in Chicago, talking to some market makers, I say, oh, I have a new exchange. Our order matching engines from One Market Data. They say, how do I sign up? What this does is allow us to have way more speed. So our matching engines clocked in our benchmark at 225,000 transactions per second per trading pair, which is very important denotation there. So if we have 50 different trading pairs, we're doing 11 million transactions per second, potentially. Keep in mind, this is in a benchmark state still. We're planning to launch this exchange in the next few weeks, actually. Another thing that this gives us is more order types. So at launch, we're planning to have 11 different order types. So if you've used some different exchanges, maybe you're familiar with market limit orders. In terms of our exchange, this One Market Data order matching engine allows us to just add all of them that are in traditional finance. So we'll have stop loss limit, trailing limit. We'll have an advanced API to go with that. Stop loss limit, that's my favorite one. Look that one up. Of course, this partnership is just with us. This is exclusive. We also have our own token. If you are familiar with Binance, how many people are familiar with Binance? So perfect, everyone. It's the biggest exchange. So basically, the Binance has a BNB token, right? That's used for various discounts on the exchange. As far as I know, it's also going to be used in the Binance DEX and a few other places. We also have a token as well. It's called the Beaxy token. It's very similar to the BNB token in that regard, that it provides a number of discounts. So if you pay a trading fee with our token, it's automatically 50% off. We've taken it a step further. We've added coin staking, which is you have a huge wallet of tokens. What do you do with them? It's just sitting there. So why don't we lock them? So what it does is if you stake some tokens, you can define it how long you want to do that. You'll get further discounts for your trades. This is probably more aimed at larger market makers and such, these kind of rebates and things like that, but will provide a lot of utility. We also have a swap contract for that token. So on the platform itself, we also offer a plus token, which is technically a security. So actually, unfortunately, I can't provide it to American citizens. Basically what we have done, we're KYC AML compliant exchange. We're partnered with a company called Identity Mind. We partnered with them a super long time ago. And so basically we know where you are. If you try to log into our exchange and you try to get this token and you're from America, it's not gonna work, unfortunately. But we are working hard to make that available to you. But what it does do is if you lock your tokens into a PLS contract, you're actually entitled to a revenue sharing system from our exchange, up to 25%. So when we collect trading fees, anyone holding the PLS token gets up to 25% of those fees back automatically. In terms of tools, so why another exchange? I know you guys have seen a lot of exchanges. We're looking to make a very robust set of tools that are much different than other exchanges. So we'll have advanced portfolio management. We're already partnered with a company called CoinStats, which is similar to Blockfolio or Delta or any of these apps on your phone. And it basically, through our API, you can link up your wallet, see your portfolio and graphs and things like that. We'll also offer multiple wallets per currency. So if you want to have 2 Bitcoin wallets on your exchange account, why not? You have one that's your HODL wallet, one that's your trading wallet. We're also looking to have tax-ready reporting ready to go. Just click download, have your trade history. So when tax season comes around, your Beaxy account is already good. In terms of order book, we'll have a very advanced order book that's probably more geared to high volume traders, to looking at that. 24/7 support. This is kind of where I come in. I'm an administrator, representative, community manager, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a developer, but one thing that's, like how I mentioned earlier, that's lacking in all these other exchanges is customer support. There isn't any. You send an email, it goes into a void. You have millions of customers and you have no support agents. That's a huge problem in cryptocurrency exchanges rather. We also have in-exchange charting. So we have partnered with TradingView for the charting directly in the exchange itself. So it's integrated, and anything you can do on TradingView, if you're a big trader, you want to draw charts and Fibonacci's and all that good stuff, you can do that right there on the exchange. Custodial accounts, I'm not sure if any of you guys are institutions, but basically we'll have institutional accounts when they're ready. They're not quite ready at launch. What it means is if you're an institution, you want to convert your Beaxy account into a business account, you can essentially do that. The user interface. Our dev team worked very closely with a lot of community members, just like you guys in the Bitcoin world, and really wanted to hammer it down. What does a good user interface for an exchange look like? And I'll show you that in just a moment because the product is pretty much done. But essentially, there are no scroll bars here. When you log into your Beaxy account, and you go to the trading interface. I'm a trader myself. It's awesome. So it's basically that's it. You go in, you don't need to move around, you don't need to figure out all these different pages. You just go to this page. A big thing about exchanges, volume. Nothing without volume. So how do we get volume as a new exchange? It's a big part of our mission. So what we have done is we teamed up with a lot of influencers, ambassadors, and already in our network, maybe have any of you guys heard of Beaxy before tonight? Maybe on Twitter. Our marketing team is pretty much on fire, and they've amassed a huge amount of users, and we're not even open yet. I'm kind of on the accounts end, so I can see how many registrations are happening. We have over 50,000 accounts and over 15,000 KYC AML accounts. So it's growing very quickly. We're going to continue building and getting more and more users, and that's our plan, because our exchange, when it comes down to that order matching engine, A big problem with other exchanges is the engine. How many people are on the earth? There are 7.6 billion people. If you had them all on one exchange, the whole exchange would crash. They can't handle that volume. It's physically impossible. But we're built to handle millions of users, unlike a lot of other exchanges. In terms of a little other programs that we have that might be interesting, there's, I'll just point this one out. It's a double-sided referral. If you're interested in, I don't know, generating a little passive income somewhere, you just refer someone to Beaxy and with your unique referral code, and actually you'll retain a bit of their trading fees for the life of your account and their account. At the same time, the double-sided aspect of that is that person receives premium membership on Beaxy for 60 days. Exchanges are a hot item. They are not going away. Technically, we are a centralized exchange. Centralized exchanges, rather, aren't going anywhere in terms of the speed. That is where we're at. We have a functioning product we're about to launch in the next few weeks, hopefully. It all comes down to QA and in a beta session. That's the gist of the company. How about I show you the exchange, because that's probably more interesting. So basically, there's no live trading on here right now, but basically we have the order book on the left, on the right here rather. We have an order form over here, the trade history, and like I said, there's nowhere to scroll on this page. This is it. If you want to make a trade, we'll just go to the order form, and we already have these forms, all of these order types implemented. Going forward on a roadmap, we're trying to implement even more of these. So like I said earlier, we'll have 26 order types eventually. This is gonna be really great for professional traders, in my opinion. In terms of other little tools here, everything can go full screen. Every little aspect of the exchange. If you wanna do a full screen chart and you have all your tools, if you're a big drawer of charts, that's gonna be a big plus. Basically, the wallet page will have a whole list of wallets where you can use. A bit like how I said earlier, where our order matching engine can have lots of different trading pairs. When we add a pair to the exchange, it doesn't affect other trading pairs. We can just see a few right here. We're planning to have hundreds if possible. So initially we're crypto to crypto. So we are pursuing our money transmitter licenses in all 50 states. New York is gonna be killer, but soon after launch, we're planning to have over 40 states fiat integrated, hopefully, within the year. So Beaxy, obviously Beaxy.com. Follow us on Twitter. That's our biggest account. We also post updates on Medium, Bitcoin Talk,